and welcome to What's the 314, where we give you the 314 on what is going on in and around our wonderful city of St. Louis. I'm your host, Angela Hochman.
And you already know who I am. If you don't, hello, I'm Dre'Co. We have an awesome show lined up for you today, man.
Dre'Co, everyone knows who you are.
I don't know.
Most people do,
I
but
don't think
okay, so we need to catch up. How the heck have you been?
I've been good, man. You know, music is, I'm starting to get back in the studio. Yeah, yeah, for real. I'm back in the studio.
We have concert dates. You know I'm your biggest fan.
Now concert dates. Yeah, I don't want to do my own concert yet. I need to get on like little festivals and stuff like that, because that concert, it costs money. A lot of back end. You feel me?
A lot
of back end. I need some sponsors. Okay. Feel me?
Are you using this show to get yourself sponsors? Maybe.
I mean, you know.
Hey, whatever works.
What y'all want to do?
So music. So you're in the lab. You're creating. You're writing. You're working with your producers.
We did like two or three songs. No, we did two songs. I'm writing another one. Yeah. Shout out to my homeboy Marty. Marty on the beat. Yeah.
Watching the show.
What's up with you? How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. You know, it's like, okay, getting through this chilly holiday season. A lot's going on. I feel creatively around town. Like the International Film Festival happened.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Was you involved with that? What's up?
Not this year. I just like to watch films this year.
I got you.
But in the past, yeah, a couple projects that I've acted in, I've been in that, which is fun. And one year I got to judge it. They're like, do you want to watch 90 different short films and judge them? I'm like, yes, I do. I love when someone asks you to judge
Hold on. Watch. How many?
I don't know if it was 90, but
I'm about to say, I'll be like,
60
listen.
or 70. It was a lot of shorts, but they were short films.
Where to check it? 90 short films and want me to judge that? I need some money. You feel me? Funds are low.
It's fun. It's fun to be able to lend your input creatively, you know?
Do you still write, or do you?
Not as much, no.
For real?
I like being here. I like doing this show, doing it in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's a good time, you know?
Get back to the pen, man. Get back to the pen.
Okay, maybe I'll write some songs and collaborate.
I'll get you the credit.
Yeah?
Get you the credit.
How else you been? Where are you going? What are you and the family doing? Where are you eating?
Baby girl's getting big. She's two. She's getting big. She started school, like I said. She's been in school for a minute, so. Daddy wasn't ready, but
But
I'm ready now.
Right? She had her little backpack on.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, bye.
Yeah, she's all into it now. She chucked the deuces, but yeah, we good, man. Family's good, wife is good, everybody good.
Shout out to Tanisha.
You know it.
Glue that holds a family together. I'm
Facts.
telling you, she's the gem.
Facts. I'll be the one be like, where's something that she be like, just look. Just look. I'll be in the closet like it be in my face. You know how we are, but
that is how Ben is, my wonderful husband. Standing in front of the fridge. Where's this? I'm like, second shelf to the left.
I don't know why we do that, but because we got y'all.
I always just say, just open your eyes. You never know what you'll see when you open your eyes.
I feel you.
So what else are you guys cooking meals at home? Are you dining out? What's happening on the food front?
We've been dining out. The funds are low. Tanisha's been cooking every now and then, but we've been getting lazy, yo. We need some sponsors for that. Can y'all sponsor some DoorDash meals or something? Cause yeah, I'm for real, man. My funds are low for this. I'm not gonna name the restaurants, but I'll be at a lot of restaurants. Yeah.
Okay.
Bringing them back home.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, I ate some of the best food recently at Saucy Porca. It's over by SLU. Okay, when you're there, getting those crowds all rallied up at SLU, stop over to Saucy Porca.
I heard pork though. They got other stuff too.
Lots of other things. You can have a tofu baco. Okay.
Huh?
Which is like
girl, you know what that is.
It's a bao sandwich rolled up like a teeny tiny adorable taco.
Okay.
And you can have tofu in it too, or chicken.
Okay.
It's not all about pork.
And look, Angela, she got it. She's a food connoisseur for sure.
That's how we roll. So, okay, Dre'Co, we're gonna get into our Did You Know segment.
All right, let's get to it.
Did you know, okay, brace yourself, that our city of St. Louis was the first U.S. city to host the Modern Olympics in 1904.
I did not know that. We got a lot of history that we need to know about, though.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I mean, what a year. 1904, besides the World Fair, having these Olympics here.
Yeah, 1904, I wouldn't even thought about, okay? But that's amazing that St. Louis had
incredible.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was stuff like wrestling and dumbbells, and there was even, I think it's so cool, the swimming portion was in this temporary pond that was not far from here, like Whiteout and Skinker. And that's where it happened.
They had hold on. They had a swimming competition in a little pond. I mean, it's 1904. I gotta give it to them. You're right.
Whatever. It was.
They the
It was
trendsetters.
here in St. Louis. Okay, we beat Chicago. We beat these other cities to host it here. Why
And now
not?
look at it right now. How far it's come. You got Paris. It's in Paris in 2024.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. And shout out to, of
Summertime.
course, all the athletes and Simone Biles.
Yes.
She made history not too long ago with the vault. So she doing her thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. I
sure.
think didn't she get emos while she was here too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Shout
think
out to
she did.
Simone. Yeah. Low key.
Something on her social
Low
about that.
key, you like our cousin in St. Louis. Yeah. You got some ties in St. Louis. What's up, Simone? How you doing? All right. Okay.
watching.
We get back to that. Okay. We're going to take a quick pause, but don't go anywhere because we have some amazing, awesome guests coming up. It's right here. What's 314? Don't go
See you in a
nowhere.
sec. Stay here.
Welcome back, man. We know a lot of our nonprofits rely on the community to help them, from donations to volunteering, of course. But today, we wanted to highlight a few nonprofit organizations that you may not, but you need to know, and let you know how you can get involved, okay?
So you guys listen up. Queen Camp was originally founded in 2014 in Jefferson City, Missouri as the Miss Divine Destiny pageant by the one and only legendary Miss Amanda Andrews.
That's right.
And in 2017, Amanda relocated to our wonderful city of St. Louis and the pageant, and then formed Queen Camp. So it was a pageant, it became a camp, it's a whole thing, and it is becoming a registered nonprofit, kind of a big deal. So here to tell us about this amazing organization and the meaning behind Queen Camp is the founder, the lovely Amanda Andrews. How are you?
Let's get the style. You see what I'm saying? She already came on set with the style. You feel what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Queen.
Now tell me where you got that. You said the African Arts Festival?
Yes, I got this from a vendor at the African Arts Festival.
Come on now.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Styling,
And you
styling.
know what? No one's gonna have that.
Right.
Nobody.
One of a kind. It is
Thank you.
gorgeous. Like, I kind of want it, but it's yours.
Come on. How you feeling today?
I feel excellent. Yes.
Yeah, I know we were talking backstage, not backstage. I'm saying backstage. We talking like
Green room
behind the scenes,
backstage.
kind of getting like more information about Queen Camp. But how did it start? Where did you get the name from, first and foremost?
Yes, we're so curious.
How did that come?
So I have always been a lover of pageants and all things regal and royal and queenly.
I can
So
see
of
it.
course,
Come on now.
what other name would I come up with than Queen Camp, helping young girls discover their inner queen and bring that outward.
For sure. So
So how do you do that? That's a big job. How do you get
Absolutely.
that queen out into the world making a difference?
So at Queen Camp, we promote positive self-image, wellness, and collective excellence among Black girls in the St. Louis community and beyond. So we help them to bring out their inner beauty by first teaching them who they are and how valuable they are before they go out into the world and the world tells them what they're not or what they can't be.
how do you find these princesses who are going to be queens, of course? How do you find them? Do they come to you, or do you go out and recruit? How does that look?
We go out and we recruit. So
Okay.
each summer we have our inner beauty pageant called Miss Divine Destiny, and leading up to the pageant we have Queen Camp, which is a series of workshops for the young girls. So we always recruit, we send out emails, we go to schools, and we find the young ladies that want to find their inner crown.
Amazing. So this is a process. When people first set foot in Queen Camp, they go through, do you want to say sort of like a transformation? They feel more confident and stronger. How does that make you feel to watch the evolution of these young girls?
Oh, it melts my heart
on now.
all the
Mine too, just thinking
time,
about it.
especially going back and looking at photos or videos from girls that I've had from age 6 and up, and seeing them now as teenagers and adults. And some of the girls in our first pageant have actually just recently graduated college. So it's amazing to watch their transformation.
So when it comes to the pageant, do you have volunteers for that, or how can people actually get involved with that?
So everything we do runs off of our amazing volunteer base, and we're always looking for more. So if anyone wants to volunteer for the pageant, either behind the scenes or as a pageant judge or anything else like that, or even as a guest speaker, they can reach out to us directly at queencampinc.org or amanda@thequeensguidetolife.com via email.
So Amanda, why does this organization have such a near and dear place in your heart?
Yes, so As a young girl, I was very creative, very artsy, all of this. I was very confident. And at some point in my life, I lost my confidence. I became very insecure. I really did not have, I guess, the confidence that I thought that I needed as a queen. I was trying to put on all these different things, positions, possessions. I needed the titles, I needed the relationships, I needed all of that stuff that I thought would make me special and unique. And I realized I didn't need any of that. I'm valuable as I am. So I want to teach other girls that you're valuable exactly as you are without anything else. You are a queen inside and out.
Obviously, you're passionate about it when it talks about Queen Camp. So how did you find that? How did you even get to that thought to actually pour that into these young girls? How did you even get to that point?
Yes, so when I was an undergrad at an HBCU, historically black university, I was the queen of my university, Miss Lincoln. And
You was at Lincoln?
Yes.
I didn't go there, but you know, yeah, I just had a homecoming too.
There,
I mean, look, the homecoming was lit.
Oh,
okay.
Always. But yeah, so when I was in that position, I had the opportunity to go and speak to different elementary schools and churches, and I saw a common thread amongst the girls, and that was they were being bullied. They were feeling insecure. Girls were throwing all types of jabs at each other, and it was just absolutely horrible. So that is what led me to start this organization.
That was your aha moment. You're like, Mean Girls does not need to play out in real time.
Absolutely not.
Let's fix this.
That's real.
That is wild. So do you have a goal, an overall goal that you want Queen Camp to achieve?
Yes, my ultimate goal is for the girls that go through Queen Camp to grow up and not be mean girls and actually use their creativity and their gifts and their talents and all of those things to do something positive in the world. That is our ultimate goal, is to see girls grow.
So how can people get involved? Like you said, you have volunteers that you have for specific events, but when you don't have events, can they still be involved? Because we want people to know how you can get involved with Queen Camp. So how can you get involved?
They can get involved, like I said, with the events or with the planning of our annual events. That is something that we're always looking for as well. And we are also interested in getting more board members. So if anybody wants to follow what we're doing, they can go to our Instagram page, Queen Camp Inc., to learn about how they can connect.
So for the, go ahead.
What does it look like to be a board member?
Yeah, I was just
What are
about
you
to ask
looking
that.
for?
Like,
Get out of here.
what's up
Share
with the
your
board
brain.
members? What's up?
So being a board member for the Queen Camp Incorporated it's a very important role, and it is a full year position, and these people are the ones who go out and we get funding and we find the girls and we do all of the back end work. So being a board member is very, very important. So we're looking for the right people.
For sure. Is there anything that you're looking forward to when it comes to Queen Camp? Like Angela was saying, your goal, you talked about that. So what do you look for in the future when it comes to the girls? Do you want them to come back, or how does that look?
Yes, so our ultimate goal, what I see in the future, is for us to expand. We're adding in different age groups next year. We have been doing elementary school, but in 2024, we're gonna add in junior high and high school so that we can help the girls continue on through their older age group.
That's absolutely incredible. Are there crowns involved?
Always. They're always.
We're asking these deep questions now. I'm
Always.
just curious,
Everything
Queen
is
Camp. I'm just thinking ahead.
Yes, of course.
For sure. We talked about Queen Camp, what it stands for to you, what you want the girls to get out of it. But one thing that me as a man, I have a daughter. You feel what I'm saying? So she's 2. You know what I'm saying? So how can we as men continue to like encourage that queendom? You feel what I'm saying? So when they're not in your presence, of course, with Queen Camp, if we're at home or anything like that, what can we do?
You can affirm your young girls. Make sure that they know from out of your mouth, as a black man especially, that they are beautiful, so that they don't have to go around in their adult life trying to fill a void that they did not get from you.
Facts. Okay. Say less. Hey, I'm doing it. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay. Where the camera? You see that?
I can see Yara being a future queen.
Come on
I
now.
think she already is, for
Come on,
sure.
man. Come on. You already know.
Oh my gosh, it has been so wonderful to sit with you, Amanda, to learn more about Queen Camp. And I love, my favorite thing in the world is knowing when people had this aha moment, like I said, and then you did something about it.
Absolutely.
And it's huge, and it's probably bigger than you planned, right? I think what you're doing is absolutely fantastic. Dre'Co and I want to thank you for coming by the studio to hang out with us today.
We're going to talk after this, you know, get some business in line. I want to make sure we stay
Let's
connected
get
and all
that
that type
board
of stuff.
filled. Let's get those
Yeah.
volunteer spots
Straight up.
filled. Stuff is going on all year, like she said. There is something for everybody.
Sure. So we want to make sure that we thank Miss Amanda. We want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to be with us and share about your organization. And if you would like to connect with Amanda, like we said, you can hit our team up. Be sure to visit queencampinc.org. And we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Get comfortable. You at home. If you headed home, get comfortable. This is What's the 314? Let's get it.
Hey, welcome back, and thank you for keeping it right here to What's the 314? Now, our theme today has not only been the giggles, it has been focusing on nonprofits and finding ways to give back to the community. I mean, that's what it's all about, right, Dre'Co?
You already know. And our next guest has received numerous awards for her commitment to the community. Just to name a few, she received the Barack Obama Silver Presidential Award for her community service and was named the 2014 L'Oreal Paris Woman of Worth. You heard me. Here to tell us more about Project Compassion, not-for-profit, is the founder, the queen herself, Miss Rachel Jackson. What's up, Miss Rachel? Clap it up for Miss Rachel. How you feeling?
I feel good. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Of course.
Well, thank you for being here. Holy cow, we have a lot we want to unpack.
My bad, I was laughing. I got to get my tears. Happy tears.
It's important topics we're talking about, but we always do like to keep it fun and lighthearted. First of all, Rachel, some people may not be familiar with Project Compassion.
Yeah.
Fill us in.
Yeah, so Project Compassion is a nonprofit organization that I founded in 2005, which was 18 years ago. And so our work is primarily focused on homeless women and children. We focus on basic needs, giving out food, helping with housing resources, as well as therapeutic services, free laundry facility, as well as empowerment programming that we take into middle schools and high schools.
And we're not just gonna breeze past this. You celebrated 18 years this year, right?
That's right.
The birthday celebration. Okay, we're gonna clap it up. Y'all at home, stop playing. Come on.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So when it comes to that, like, I love to ask, how did it even start? What was the passion from? It's called Project Compassion for a reason. So where did that start?
Yeah, so super long story short, I was driving in one day and I saw a homeless man sleeping in a box. It was also during a time where I was going through my own personal life, grief and darkness. I lost my mom at 19. And so I was struggling with just a lot of anger and frustration. And when I saw him sleeping in a box, that was the first time I had felt anything for anyone else other than self-pity and sadness and frustration. And I wanted to change his life. I wanted to get him out of that box and do something. And at that moment, I just felt like I was called to just help those in need. And I just started doing it, like just sprang into action.
What did you do? What was that first step?
So the first step was recognizing that because I was in such a bad space of just anger and grief that I had stepped on some toes. And so I acknowledged that with my family. I also acknowledged my own misguided faith. And I restored all of that internally, and then I reached out to 75 family and friends and said, hey, I want to feed 1,000 homeless individuals. I want to canvass all of the areas we can find. I want to go in buildings. I want to go in, let's find them, let's go. And they responded and started donating bread and juice and fruit. And we made 1,000 sack lunches, and we would take them out once a month and distribute them to the homeless that were living on the streets. And we would find homeless and hungry, but we would find really homeless individuals and then started giving out supplies, blankets, hygiene supplies. We could not take them out of the streets, but knowing that you are there, we can do something to make you comfortable in that setting. Not comfortable to stay, but this is where you are for the night. Here's something to help you get through that night or that day.
I want to get back to that. Like, you talked about finding peace within that turmoil. Like, that's something like I even struggle with, like growing up and stuff like that. How did you even get to that point where you were saying you seen a homeless man in the box and you found out it was something bigger than your own self struggles and stuff like that? How did you come out of that? I think that's really important for people who's in your position or want to get in your position?
So it was a lot of recognizing that could have been me. When you lose your mom at 19, you're really a child. I don't care when they say 18, grown and gone. No, you're still a child.
Right.
And at 19, I was very much a child, but I had no home. I stayed with an aunt for 6 months. Growing up in a family where staying with somebody is normal, it looked normal, but I stayed with her for 6 months until I got my own apartment. But had she not opened her doors, I don't know where I would have went or what would have happened, because I was in such a dark space and dark place and just kind of waking up every day to commit to nothing. So that could have easily have been me, because life had hit me. I had had a life event transpire that I had no control of. So that could have put me in that situation.
Wow. That is an absolutely incredible moment that you had. It's terrible that it came from something so traumatic, but I love that you acknowledge it too, Dre'Co, that you did the internal work on your own foundation before you could bring this out into the world. So how have you seen the community show up for you?
Oh my goodness. So
over these 18 years.
Yeah, over 18 years. The work we do at Project Compassion, the faith, the humanity that I've seen people show up and give in ways that is just unbelievable. We've never received any state or federal funding in 18 years. So we rely on community donations, individual donations, church donations, organizations raising on our behalf. When you recognize that people see the good in the work that you do and want to help, then that in itself is just like, yeah, there's still a lot of good left. And they answer when we call. There's not a post I can't put up and not have family and friends and just the community reach out and say, hey, we want to help.
And you guys' foundation is in Illinois, Belleville, Illinois.
Correct.
So if people wants to get involved when it comes to volunteering, I know that's huge for you when it comes to Project Compassion. How can they get involved with that?
So they can definitely reach out. Our website is projectcompassionnfp.org. We're open Monday through Thursday for volunteer service. We have a therapy center, we have the cafe, we have the laundry facility. Those all are in need of volunteers on a weekly basis. We're always holding once a month events. They can come out and volunteer with us that way as well. They can always call. Our number is 618-397-1790. Talk to our volunteer coordinator, and she will definitely find something for them to do.
I bet. I mean, a great organization is nothing without volunteers.
Correct.
As we know.
Absolutely. Serving your time helps in so many ways, because when you're running a nonprofit, there's staff, there's overhead. Volunteers represent dollars. Right. You are saving us money. That's almost, and don't hear what I'm not saying, it's almost as big as writing a check. Right. We have volunteers that commit like staff every week to one day. One day they show up every week as if they are clocking in and getting paid, and they serve with us and help us serve the community and clients, and that makes a huge difference.
And that just goes to testament from what you, like you said, what you've overcome. Like when you seen the homeless man on the side of the road in the box, you had that piece to kind of clock in, you feel what I'm saying? So I think that's coming full circle, and it's something that's well deserved for you. All the awards and the accolades that you got, more is coming for sure. So I want to speak about like the experience of you leading Project Compassion and all the accolades and the awards. We talked about 2, but I'm telling y'all, go to her website, you'll see a long laundry list talking about laundry. You feel me?
It's taller than Dre'Co.
And I'm 6'4", okay?
From the Tyra Banks Show, Go Magazine. Talk about, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, you know, I'm always humbled by it, like always, because it's, again, somebody's recognizing what you do. Being that we rely on foundational funding, anytime you apply for foundational funding, that's a big foundation. They get the press and we get to go along with it. So it's, again, getting the opportunity to spotlight, but it's always humbling, and I'm extremely grateful that I'm allowed that opportunity to be the face of Project Compassion.
So of course we talked about how the volunteers or the future volunteers can get involved. What do you look for in the future? What's your goal for 2024 and beyond?
Yeah, our goal is to continue to build and expand. We're looking to do 10 emergency beds. What we see is a lot of women who are just in transition, meaning I got here, I came to St. Louis with a guy, or I came with some friends, it didn't work out. I need to get back home, but my family can't come till Friday, or they can't come. So we usually put them in a hotel, which is expensive. We would love to have a place to just let them stay overnight with their children, or just stay, and then their family is able to come and get them. So short-term support so that they're not sleeping in a hotel or out on the streets.
Project Compassion.
Right, it is. Seriously, you do put the passion in Project Compassion. It has been so refreshing and really exciting to talk with you, Rachel. I just think it's really cool that you had this idea, you created this organization over 18 years ago, and in some ways, it probably feels like you're just getting started, right?
It does.
Because you're like,
It really
sky's the
does.
limit. We've been
Yeah.
here for 18 years rocking it. What
Yeah.
are we gonna do next? I think you can do anything you and your team set your mind to. And of course,
Yeah.
those volunteers
Absolutely.
are
We
crucial.
love them. Yeah, we just had a big volunteer luncheon just to show our appreciation. We took them out for lunch and just fed them, gave them gifts, because there's nothing more beneficial in our work than what we do as the volunteers that show, because they don't have to.
Exactly.
Working for free, but they see the service and the work, and that means everything. So if there is an organization you're passionate about, give your time. Your treasure means a lot too, but your time means everything.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself.
This is all up on that. That piece for sure. It's refreshing to hear that, especially from you.
Yeah. Rachel, it has been so wonderful to be able to talk with you today. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to hang with me and Dre'Co.
Love it. Thank you.
And again, if you all would like to connect with Rachel or learn more about how you can further the mission of Project Compassion, definitely visit projectcompassionnfp.org. Or, like she said, give them a quick call. Yep, pick up your telephone, 618-397-1790. That's 1790. We will be right back after this. Keep it right here.
What's the 314?
Thanks for keeping it right here to What's the 314 on STL TV. We had so much fun tonight. What an amazing show. Oh my
We had
gosh.
an amazing show. Shout out to the queens who came in.
Yes.
Gave the
Actual queen.
gems with the nonprofits and all that type
Yep.
of stuff. They gave some
Amanda,
amazing stories too.
Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, hearing their stories, it was so inspiring and so moving. It's like, golly, I want to volunteer for both of their organizations.
Yeah, and I felt bad. I was like, how did I not know about them beforehand? But now that I know, and now y'all know too, amazing time with them. But unfortunately,
Don't say it.
let's bring it back.
Don't say it.
Y'all, we out of time. Okay.
Dang.
We got to go home. I know y'all probably at home chilling. We trying to go chill too. You feel me? Okay, so unfortunately, we out of time, but we'd like to thank our guests, Amanda Andrews, and of course, Miss Rachel Jackson, for being with us today. And thank you at home for joining us as well. This show cannot be what it is without you, your viewers, your audience, the family. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. And yes, true, the show may be over, but don't worry, you can always find us and so many more sparkling STL TV personalities on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or visit us on the website, stltv.net. That's gonna do it. I'm Angela Hochman.
I'm Dre'Co, but keep it right here to STL TV and Experience St. Louis. Peace, y'all.
Bye.